Oh man, so I worked at Safeway. I was trying to put money in my pocket while getting ready to go walk on at San Diego State, where I'd been offered a walk on position. And I knew I would have made the team, but unfortunately for me, the night at work didn't go any way as planned. My shift was 3 to midnight, and it was again in an extremely affluent area. It was late at night. It was like 10 o'clock. It was dark. Wasn't much happening at Safeway at that time. People had already came in and got what they needed and stuff. And so it was time to start doing the cleanup. And cleanup consisted of mopping floors and putting baskets away and gathering baskets from outside. And, unfortunately for me in that night, in that work situation, or maybe fortunately looking back on it now, I was sent outside to gather the carts when a group of college kids were, hanging out, and I was gathering carts, and they started talking, a lot of shit to me. And before I knew anything, I was in an altercation. They surrounded me, and one of them had punched me, and then I did my best. I was real big at the time. I was getting ready to go, so I was working out a lot, but it was tough. I was it was one guy against many guys, and they ended up breaking my scapula and my shoulder and my rotator cuff, and didn't realize at the time my football career ended at Safeway in 1995. After would seem like forever, some of the other co-workers saw what was happening and came out to help me. By that time, my shoulder was hanging limp. I had no feeling in my right arm at all, and I was losing consciousness because the pain was just unbearable. It was just so unbearable. So I remember just hearing the sirens, and I was being rushed to the hospital. I remember, I must have got to the hospital, must have given me something real strong, some painkillers or something, because I don't remember the next several hours. And when I came to again, I had my brother, I had my mom, my dad, and a couple of close friends. And my brother was pissed. He was so upset. He just said, "Give me their names. Do you know who did this? Just tell me something." At the time, we had grown up with a very close-knit group of friends that were very loyal to each other and would have done anything for each other. I mean, anything at that time for each other. So, they wanted revenge. They wanted payback. Unfortunately, that never happened. But, that was the beginning of the toughest time of my life, because I didn't really know what to do from there. I didn't have another direction. I didn't have anything to fall back on. My goal was to, show the world my talents on that football field. And so it was a very, very scary time. And it was the first time in my life that I felt insecure. I didn't even know what that meant at the time, because I didn't understand the feeling I was having. But that was the feeling, just the uncertainty and the insecurity of what my life would look like moving forward.